42 has run. 42 is a film that is related to the Vietnamese community and show us a lot of different point of view about how we feel, how we change, how the generations develop. I'm sure you should look. You have looked the previous interview that I made to Joanne, but it's impossible not get close to Joanne when she is so close to us. She's an amazing actress, an incredible person. I love to be next to her because we have a lot to learn from you. So thank you so much for sharing this time with us.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for that wonderful introduction.
Yeah. So please, I want to know because there's a lot of people that haven't come to see the film. First of all, we will better tell them a little bit about your background, your acting experience, your way of developing in this industry.
Okay, so I'm an actor, presenter, voiceover artist. I predominantly do a lot of corporate training, presenting, and voiceover. I went to acting school back in 2012, and since then I love theatre. I'd love to do more theatre. That would be my absolute passion and love. And I've produced my own film as well, so I like working on both sides of the camera. And I really enjoy filmmaking. I like creating artwork and creating stories and telling stories and creating characters that are as vastly different from me as possible, purely because it's just fun. I love the antagonists. Anyone that's a contrarian, because they're so much fun to play. Like, and you're playing the villain, playing somebody who's so far removed from me, and then being able to do or say things that I wouldn't say to somebody or do to somebody in real life, like whether it's a fight or whether it's yelling out names and whatever. I love creating these characters, but also not just about that. I also love showing people or experiencing for myself, creating an understanding for other characters and people within society.
Oh, that's amazing.
Everybody has a story. Right?
Everybody has a story, and everybody has something to show us on the screen, and we can share so many things. Please let me know a little bit about your impression because you have seen 42 in different levels. I think you can speak about 42 in more than two or three perspectives. One perspective will be being an actress and how you enroll to this film. The other perspective will be being part of the staff, the crew, and all those things. And now that we have so long time that we finished the producing of the time of produce the film, and you have looked at actually the three versions, the long one, the not so shorter than this one, the shorter. How do you feel this film is developing in this industry?
So I've seen 3 iterations of the film. This latest one was the shortest version, which was 42 minutes. What I noticed the difference between version 2 and version 3 that really stood out for me and really packed a punch was the fact that because it had been made so much more succinct and concise, the message came through a lot more strongly. And I felt with this particular take for today, this iteration, you were able to see the parents' relationship and their role in the storytelling hold really strongly, kind of like the pillars of the storytelling itself. So previously you might have thought that my character was like the main character and she was like the character who was holding everything together. I actually think when you look at it this time around, it's the parents, even though it might be through her eyes, it's the parents that the parents are holding these steps along her progression throughout the movie, and I feel like their growth and their transformation from the start of the film to the end of the film is a lot more punchy and really powerful and really resonated with a lot of the audience today.
Oh, that's wonderful. I feel impressed. And how far it looks that what happened with this film? Because we finished recording this so long time ago, and now coming to see it, see the people again. I don't know if you have chance to look everybody, but how is this feeling of getting all together?
What was really nice is because it had been such a while since I'd seen the last iteration, like version 2, it gave me that remoteness to be almost watch it like a new film because one, it had been edited differently, and also there was a certain amount of time that I hadn't revisited the content in a long time. So watching it with almost fresh eyes and seeing a different story, almost a different story, the same general message but slightly told a different way, it was really nice because I wasn't so in the film because I was equally on crew as well as cast. I was able to sit back and just enjoy it as an audience member. That was really wonderful. And then the opportunity to come back and see everybody again, which one of the biggest takeaways that I had from the film was the family that we developed with the cast and the crew, and how those relationships grew not only between our characters but between us as people. That was super powerful, and I was very appreciative of that.
Amazing. Just to finish, your projects. What you're involved now, what you're gonna do, what are your imagination creating for later on, what is happening in this beautiful mind?
So this year I'm going to take myself into writing more, getting some creative projects along the line. I'm actually in talks with some people to create animation. An animation series targeted at young people, and I would love to throw myself into a lot more theatre this year. So that would be my goal. I love the stage. I love the immediate feedback, and then living a character and being able to create this character over and over again in front of different audiences, and being able to discover more of that character, as well as seeing how different audiences resonate with it. So I love the theatre. I cannot wait to get back on stage.
Well, I'm declaring I'm a fan, so I will jump to see what she's doing, and I will let you know where we can go and see all these beautiful things that
That'd
you
be
want.
amazing. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you for supporting the film as well.
No, it's my pleasure. Anything, something to say, maybe to the director, to someone, maybe will be looking for you?
Say that again?
You have something to say, to someone, for the directors of the film? Or
I'm appreciative of everybody that I worked with, so developing all those relationships, watching them on screen again today, it made me so proud to support them as an actor, but also to support Vietnamese Australian film, and as well as the filmmakers. And I really am excited about seeing where they take it next, whether they produce this into another form of media and develop these characters some more, whether they're prequels, sequels, or even different formatting, perhaps for the stage, perhaps for a serial, like a TV series. We shall see. I cannot wait, and I'm very grateful that I was chosen to play the role of Dip, the main character in this particular film. I actually almost treated it more like an ensemble character, actually, because I thought, even though she is the eldest sister, I feel like everybody brings something to the table that couldn't have been done any other way.
That's amazing. I leave you with that. So if you had a chance, go and see 42 because you wanna see what we are speaking about. Thank you so much for this time.
Thank you so much for your time. I really enjoyed this interview.
Amazing. Jimmy Gina for Channel 31, Entre Todos de Antena Hispana. See you next time.